Hey guys, it's Chris Wong. I'm filming this video as of November 17th, 2025, and I'd like to talk about settling margin calls as of today. So as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy interested in building a portfolio and trying to achieve financial independence, retire early. So I did get a bigger margin call on my Wealthsimple account, and my Questrade account, I got a margin call last Friday, but it was just a simple, just sell some shares of cash ETFs and a few shares of WNTR. So today I opened up the account and no margin call. But on my Wealthsimple account, it was a bit harder because the amount was bigger, and also I got to make decisions on what I want to keep and what I want to sell. And I also made a decision that the money I tried to build up as an emergency fund, I put some of it back into my margin account because I didn't want to sell too much. So my portfolio went down a lot because I have a lot of MicroStrategy ETFs. I have MST by Defiance. I have MSTE by Harvest ETFs. I have MSTY by Yilmax, just like a few shares. And I also have some shares of MSTW by Roundhill and a few shares of MSII by Rex shares. So I decided to try all these ETFs out. And even though they all were in line with the MSTR ticker symbol, I found the one that affected my portfolio the most was MST by Defiance, mainly because of the heavy leverage in the ETF. So I did not expect MicroStrategy to go down a lot. I did not expect Bitcoin or other crypto to go down in the last couple of weeks. And I was watching YouTube videos like Passive Income Investing. He likes MSTE. He likes MicroStrategy. He likes Michael Saylor. I even watched the other YouTubers like Better Call Paul. His second biggest holding in his TFSA, I believe, is MSTE. So I bought MSTE and other MicroStrategy ETFs, just going along with it, but not making it the biggest portion of my portfolio. But it is a big chunk of my margin account and part of my TFSA. But I also bought shares of WNTR, which is a Yilmax inverse ETF. I actually wish I bought more shares of WNTR before. The inverse ETFs do have a harder chance to go up when the underlying goes down, mainly because I believe when I watch the inverse index ETFs, the long-term trend of them is to go down. So I didn't want to have too much shares of WNTR, but I wish I actually bought more because of the volatility of MicroStrategy. The hard part was trying to figure out when the highest price of WNTR could go up to when MicroStrategy goes down. So I actually did average around $31 a share on both my accounts. And over time in the last week, if I had to settle a margin call, and even today, I was just selling shares of WNTR and even a few shares of SLTY. So I didn't want to get rid of my entire holdings of WNTR and SLTY. I just want to sell enough just to clear the margin call. And I actually want to sell enough shares that I can still profit from any shares that I purchased before of SLTY. So for example, on share price, I'm down on SLTY as my average is around like $43. And the share price of SLTY today I saw as high as like $39. So I didn't want to sell a lot of shares, but I just want to sell a few shares of SLTY, just hopefully enough that I sell the ones that I purchased less than $38. I also just reduced some shares of UTES, YTSL, and TSLY by Harvest portfolio, just to gain some profits from selling these shares and then trying to reduce my margin usage. I would say overall, I prepared myself much better for margin calls now compared to when I got margin called last April 2025, when I didn't have any inverse ETFs at all at that time. And I also didn't put enough cash aside to sell margin calls, or at that time, I tried to still buy more, trying to maximize the margin and still end up in margin call. But as of right now, I decided to just sell enough just to sell the call and then not buy any more in the margin account. I hope you guys liked the video. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you guys for watching.